draw with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Pyatigorsk, Russia, and now living, training, and fighting out of Newark, England, here is the 5-time European champion and the former WBA welterweight champion of the world, David Avanesyan. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He is the defending world champion. He wears denim with silver and white trim. Official weight 146.5 pounds. Professional record, perfect. 31 fights, 31 victories, 28 of his 31 victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and proudly representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, here is the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jaron Ennis.
Okay, gentlemen, you already know the rules. Let me remind you to keep it clean, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you. Thank you.
Well, Chris, you said you've been in this building nearly 100 times for NBA games covering the 76ers. I'm not sure it can get much louder than it just did.
This is a fantastic environment, more so because it's the first time Boots has fought in Philadelphia in 6 years. The crowd showed out tonight for Boots Ennis. Now he has to show out in the ring.
Yeah, my thing when it comes to boxing, I know this is what people show up for. They show up for the energy. Yeah, they show up for the knockouts and the blood and all that kind of stuff. But everybody wants to feel big fight night energy.
And we got a big fight tonight. The stage is set, so promoter, set the table. Now it's time for Boots to eat.
Let's see if Jaron Boots Ennis can deliver that knockout that he is basically guaranteed at Philadelphia this week as he takes on David Avanesyan, who's wearing the black.
Avanesyan is a bit of a slow starter, and Terrence Crawford was able to take advantage of that. Sharp jab by Boots Ennis right there.
Was that an off-balance shot, or did that hurt David Avanesyan?
Oh, the power jab landed perfectly down the middle, and Boots fighting out the orthodox stance. I mean, this man looks brilliant from the southpaw stance or the orthodox stance. Hurt you from either style.
But Avanesyan, plenty of grit and determination.
Funny thing, he doesn't look very different from either way. Most guys, you see a subtle difference when they switch up. For Boots, it's seamless.
It's a beautiful jab, and I love the way that he alternates it from the chin to the chest to the belly. And he bends his knees, responsible defensively. Those are power jabs, sniper jabs.
Chris, you had a great question to Eddie Hearn, who was basically talking about, you know, it's Boots' night to be fantastic. And you asked Eddie, what does that look like? What has to happen? And he said he's got to give us a demolition job.
Yeah, and I think he's on his way right now with this start. The body work from Boots early on has been excellent.
And switching southpaw, no one could even tell when he went from orthodox to southpaw.
I saw it.
It's so slick. The normal eye can't see it. It's just so effortless.
Break. Take your punches up. Pick them up, you all right?
You know, Avanesyan has a decent overhand right, and that's a shot that Boots has been hit with a few times in the past, so he's got to be willing to let that hand go.
Yeah, that's the one shot that Avanesyan can land. It's in between the shots. He has to punch with Boots, which is dangerous, but it'll be a looping overhand right.
Sergio, did you see David switch?
Oh, a low blow from Boots. He caught him as clean as a whistle. My word.
That could be a problem.
Low blow. I know.
You know, Boots is contending that, yes, it was a low blow, but it was low because Avanesyan dipped down and got into the line of fire of that shot.
How much lower can you go for a low blow? Watch this.
So he was coming up with the shot, and then Avanesyan's arm held him down, and he wasn't able to bring that punch up as high enough.
Are you victim blaming here?
I'm 100% victim blaming. I don't even know what that means.
You're blaming Avanesyan for the low blow that he just suffered. A right hand from Boots.
No, he got caught in the long arms of Boots, and he wasn't able to bounce up, so Boots was able to he wasn't able to land that shot like he wanted to.
And Avanesyan has 5 minutes here. He should take his time and take the full 5 minutes if he needs it. That was a power shot he got hit with below the belt.
And hey, this guy grew up in Tabanishko, Russia, when it was the former Soviet Union, and is of Armenian nationality. This guy is as tough as they come. He's not going to waste any time getting back into this fight.
And the crowd's booing, but I don't think any one of them would get up quicker than David Avanesyan just did from a shot like that.
This is a veteran. This is a man that's accustomed to pain. But yeah, shots like that, you have to. You can't be absorbing shots like that to the groin. It's just too painful. You got to take your time. So Avanesyan's doing exactly what a veteran should do. Take all the time.
Sean, you're right about the arm coming down and pulling him down. Obviously, Boots was looking for a short uppercut to the midsection. When that arm came over the top, it dropped his head, changed the trajectory completely of that punch.
And on top of that, we already know that Boots, he punches with a lot of intent. So that was a punch he was throwing to hurt, and it went low. I think that David was definitely hurt, and this time is needed.
Keep him up, all right? Time in!
All right, so Avanesyan back in the fight.
And credit to the referee for not hurrying Avanesyan. A lot of referees do that. They pressure fighters to get up after a painful low blow.
Don't pull his head down. Don't pull his head down.
The speed of Boots Ennis is so apparent in a fight like this.
With the speed, the accuracy, and just explosiveness.
Boots Ennis fighting in his hometown for the first time since 2018 when he was 10-0.
Work out of that. No hold. 10 seconds left.
Good body work there from Boots.
Good job. Push his head down.
Of Avanesyan, and that's what it was a little off balance, but it was still a good shot. That's a nice uppercut to the sternum, and that's what we're talking about right there. Avanesyan pushed the head down of Boots. Boots had no choice but to go a little low, but it was totally inadvertent.
So here we are in round 2. The first round marred by that low blow, kind of took the wind out of the sails of this crowd too. Let's see if Ennis can get that energy level back up.
David out southpaw this round. I think, if anything, just trying to show Boots a different look, if anything.
They're both switch hitters. Does Avanesyan need to gain the respect of Boots in these early rounds, Sean?
You know, all due respect to David Avanesyan in his corner, but I don't think there's anything you can do to get respect from Boots. Boots is he's a man that loves to be in control, and beyond that, he knows it's only a matter of time before he gets to him.
I mean, you think about it. Boots fought Roy Montvilla in his last fight, and Villa is a good puncher. He was basically a punching bag in that fight.
And right now, Avanesyan is a punching bag.
Yeah.
Vicious shots.
Avanesyan landed a right in there, but it was pretty much the Boots show for about 10 seconds.
Beautiful combinations by Boots Ennis. I mean, he's such a reactive puncher. You know, anytime our opponent thinks of punching, he's already thinking of a counter.
Yeah, he's extremely intuitive.
Yeah.
And the reflexes are always on point.
Pick him up. Let's go. Let's go.
Avanesyan saying, man, how many more shots you want?
He's an expert counter puncher. Whenever he wants to be a counter puncher in Boots, whenever he wants to lead the dance and get aggressive, he does it responsibly.
I got to tell you, I'm impressed with David trying to at least take the fight to Boots. Good uppercut right there from David.
Only a 4-week camp for Avanesyan. But he said, hey, look, I don't care. I'll fight anyone, anywhere. I want to win titles, and that's what's on the line here tonight. You take your chances when you're given them.
Boots a little smile there at Sean Porter sitting ringside.
I don't know if he saw me recording it, but he took a smile, and I cut it off right before the smile. I feel stupid.
Nice little right hand. That's a sneaky right hand that Avanesyan likes to throw in between the shots. It seems just like to upset Boots, but that's a shot that he's going to be throwing on the entire fight. As long as this fight lasts, Avanesyan's going to be punching in between the shots of Boots. He has no choice but to do that.
Tell you what, Sergio, you see the lower left side of David Avanesyan already red from the number of shots he's taken in that area.
Let him clean. Come on, don't pull his head, all right?
Avanesyan, though, on the front foot. Trying to pressure Boots a little bit.
10 seconds. Work out of that. Hands free. Break. I got you. No punch on the break.
Oh, nice right hand at the bell. David Avanesyan has landed a few good power shots, but not nearly as many as Boots.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, Avanesyan has the right game plan. Right there, he punched with Boots. And that's it. You're not going to be able to compete with the speed or the power, the technique, none of it. You're outmatched. But if you punch in between the shots, that's when you have a chance. And that's what Avanesyan is doing right now.
His body shots are impressive for Boots Ennis.
Just every shot in the book. With technique, with torque, not falling off balance. I mean, this is a brilliant boxer. Just a brilliant boxer to watch in Boots Ennis.
What you think, if anything, maybe what, some head movement? But then there's the roll. You know, he can roll off of the punches when he wants to. I think he might just find moments where he's a little lackadaisical, and that's why he gets hit.
And some of that, Sean, can be the layoff that Boots has had. It's been a bit of a slow stretch for him. I mean, but he fought 28 times between 2016 and 2021. So fought just 4 times in the last 27 months. This is his first fight in a year. So a little ring rust or a little shakiness.
I wouldn't say that. I just think this man loves to fight, and he doesn't need to pull back or totally defend against shots. He wants to go for the kill. He's always thinking offensively. He's not a defensive type fighter. It's offense first.
Yeah, this is ring rust. I'd hate to see what the What are you guys talking about?
I don't think it's ring rust either. I think it's just a matter of time before he's able to get through to what David's presenting him right now. But David is still there, and he's still putting up a fight.
David just looks so much smaller, doesn't he, Chris?
I mean, Boots is a massive 147-pounder. It's why you hear Eddie Hearn and Boots talk about a move to 154, eventually 160, and even as high as 168.
Hey, listen, I believe it, because he has the height, he has the reach, the shoulders. I mean, he has a 74-inch reach. You know, he can carry that weight.
Boots made no bones about it. Decision points win, not in the cards. It's knockout or bust here in front of this big crowd.
I could see him hurting Avanesyan with the body. I mean, we know Avanesyan can take it upstairs. Downstairs, on short notice, taking this fight, I think Boots Ennis should really concentrate on the body, really hurt him down here before you go open up upstairs.
My man just threw 3 uppercuts with the same hand. 2 to the head and then dug the 1 to the body.
Take one to land a really hard one. He's going to do just that. And you got to remember, he was training to fight a southpaw, you know, and Cody Crowley. Now he's facing an orthodox fighter. So you have to think about the style changes and how he has to adapt out of these first early rounds.
How would you rate Avanesyan's performance so far, Sean?
You know, I thought he's come in with way more than I expected him to. I actually had some feelings that he might come in here ready to lay down, but he's fighting. I mean, we're in the 4th round now, and he's still going at Boots. He's going into the fight.
I think he's doing better than I expected, honestly. I mean, he took this fight on 4 weeks' notice. He's in there against one of the most gifted and athletic punchers in boxing. I think he's hanging in. He's throwing the right shots. He has the right strategy, Avanesyan.
Yeah, I actually didn't think we'd see the fourth round.
Blood pouring out of the nose now of Avanesyan as the power punches pile up from Boots.
Good shot going around the guard of Avanesyan, who's staying in that southpaw stance.
Ooh. David clearly has a strong body, and by keeping his hands at home the way that he is, he's definitely keeping himself safer than I thought he would be able to.
You know, Avanesyan right now, mouth wide open as he's coming in on Boots Ennis.
Boots was setting up that uppercut, just missed. The jab is always on target. Oh, another right to the body. You wonder, can Avanesyan continue to take these body punches?
Those body punches are just making an opening for uppercuts. And you can see Boots is going, there you go. See, he's going down the middle. He already softened up that body, open up the arms and the gloves of Avanesyan. Look for body shots and uppercuts from Boots Ennis now.
You know, Chris, another talking point for this fight was the fact that it took Bud Crawford 6 rounds to finish Avanesyan, and you got to believe Ennis wants to beat that mark.
Yeah, I think he and his team were keenly aware of the fact that not only Bud Crawford, but Egis Kabalaskas needed 6 rounds to get Avanesyan out of there. So they were motivated for sure, but this guy's a tough guy. He's been with some very good fighters.
At the age of 35 years old, he's been in 35 pro bouts. How much does Avanesyan's body have left in it? How many more punches can it absorb?
Ooh, right. Boots Ennis just missed a big right uppercut right now. Both of them exchanging shots. Boots just barely missed.
And downstairs, look at the hand speed from Boots. Looks like some swelling on the left side of the jaw of Avanesyan as well. Maybe that's why his mouth is open, Chris.
Yeah, his face is not holding up, really. He's bleeding, swollen.
You beat him up. You ready to get the fuck out of here.
That body shot straight a little low, but earlier body shots were really nice, making some room for that left hand coming around the guard. Even when Avanesyan is blocking these shots, the power is still moving him. I mean, that's just the power. Yeah, and he's still getting jarred, and he's still feeling those shots.
Round 5 here from the Wells Fargo Center. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, normally the home of the 76ers and the Philadelphia Flyers, as Avanesyan lands a right hand. Let's check in with Chris Mannix.
Bozy, Boots seems to be in complete control so far. What do you think of what you're seeing?
Huh?
What do you think of what you're seeing?
Oh, he's spectacular since he ain't fought in a year, so I think he's doing real good.
What do you want to see from him as we get towards the second half of the fight?
Well, I don't know if he's going past the second.
What are you seeing from Avanesyan?
Avanesyan, good fighter.
Thanks, Bozy.
Hey, Avanesyan looking really good here in this round so far. Best round of the fight for him.
Yes, he is. He caught Boots getting a little too comfortable against the ropes, pulling back with his chin up. I mean, Boots is so athletic and so gifted.
Oh, nice uppercut from Avanesyan, who slips and his gloves touch the canvas just like Boots did a few seconds ago.
Big uppercut there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if anything, a critique for Boots, he stays there too long, like that right there. Finish punching, and he just stays there a little too long. He's not always in that mode, but when you're having your way with somebody, you can touch them whenever you want. You get a little lackadaisical at times, and you forget that they can still punch back. Good body shot.
Tell you what, Avanesyan landed 2 uppercuts on the inside.
Yeah, Avanesyan's grinding, ending.
Yes, he is.
Got to. This is, I always like to say, this kind of aggressive style will also keep you safe. You know, he's smothering himself, but he's also smothering Boots. And then the sporadic offense that he has is enough to keep Boots at bay as well.
Hey, listen, that's a great point, Sean. But look, the thing about Boots is he's staying in there.
Oh, no. Was that a knockdown?
Yeah, that's a
right
knockdown.
hand landed by Avanesyan. The counter shot floors Avanesyan.
And that's the thing about Boots. He has a great chin as well. All the attributes that he's blessed with, he can also take a punch. He got hit, and he came back and got a better shot, knocking down Avanesyan.
It's called made the fight. That's what that's called.
The crowd sensing something's about to happen big. They're all on their feet. Boots letting his hands go.
Oh, the brutal shots right there. The uppercuts, the hooks, the body shot. Not forgetting about the body is Boots.
I'm honestly surprised that Avanesyan hasn't taken a knee for these body shots. They are just thumping body shots.
He's like an old, tough piece of leather, is Avanesyan.
All right, stop. Okay, it's the only lead we can have, okay? Let's go.
So Avanesyan goes down, but will make it to see the sixth. And Jaron "Boots" Ennis has stopped David Avanesyan in his return to Philadelphia.
That was a one-sided Philly beatdown by Boots Ennis, man. Just digging and ripping the body shots, coming around the guard, the uppercuts, the hooks. That was a vicious beatdown, but we got to give Avanesyan some credit, man. Short notice, he still came to fight, was able to get some mixing, got some respect out of Boots. But Boots is just way too much.
A whole lot of everything. Speed, power, quickness. The defense was lagging a little bit. I get it. You're having your way with somebody. But, man, at the